No, sir, I'm not getting. I'm not able to.
Okay. Okay. I'll dictate questions. Okay, let us start. Yesterday, we had discussed classical definition of probability and some terminologies related with the probability theory. Okay. According to classical definition of probability, the probability of any event A is n of A divided by n of omega, where omega is the sample space and A is the event. N of A represent number of sample points in event A, and n of omega is number of sample points in the sample space. Right? We had also solved one question based on the classical definition. See, one of the requirement of the classical definition of probability is the sample space should be equiprobable. So if sample space is not equiprobable, then the classical definition of probability fails. Okay. Now, if you look at the yesterday's question, the first line was 4 cards are drawn at random from well-shuffled pack. Okay. Now, because the selection is random, so it ensures that the chances of being included in the sample or in the selection of each card is same. That is why sample space will be an equiprobable, and hence we can apply classical definition of probability. Okay. Further, the number of outcomes in that case were finite. Okay. So this is actually the second condition for classical definition of probability. Okay. First condition, sample space should be equiprobable, and second, it should be finite. Okay. Now let's solve a few more questions based on the classical definition of probability. I'll dictate. Please note down the question. If 3 balls are randomly drawn from a bowl, if 3 balls are randomly drawn from a bowl containing 6 white and 5 black balls. 6 white and 5 black balls. And the question is, what is the probability that one of the drawn ball is white, and the others are black?
What is the probability?
What is the probability that one of the drawn ball is white and others are black? Okay. Okay. So यहाँ पे experiment क्या है? What is experiment over here? Yeah, this is important part while solving based on the probability theory. Okay. Until you identify the experiment, you cannot solve examples based on the probability theory. So experiment क्या है यहाँ पे? See, everything is given in the question. Question में सब कुछ है, आपको सिर्फ आइडेंटिफाई करना है. Experiment क्या है?
3 balls are randomly drawn.
Correct. Drawing 3 balls randomly is an experiment. Okay. So what is n of omega?
Sir, we cannot hear you, sir. Hello?
I'm not audible. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Fine. So what is n of omega over here? It is similar to the question that we have solved yesterday. Okay. See, in yesterday's question, we were drawing 4 cards from a well shuffled pack of 52 playing cards. Okay. So 52 playing cards may total 4 categories we can consider. One is head, not head, hearts, diamond, spade, and club. Okay. So in total, there were 52 playing cards. Similarly, here we can consider 2 different categories. One is category of white balls and second is black balls. Okay. So in total,
11
we have
C4.
11 balls. Correct. 11 balls, out of which we are
11
drawing
C3.
3 balls. 11 C3. Okay. So because we are drawing मतलब selection हो रहा है यहाँ पे. तो ये क्या होगा? 11 C3. The number of sample points in a sample space will be 11 C3. Okay. Now what is event over here? We want to find probability that probability of what? Out of the 3 drawn balls, 1 should be white and 2 should be black. Okay. मतलब यहाँ पे 1 ball draw करना है from first subset and from second subset we have to draw 2 balls. Okay. So event A क्या है? 1 white and 2 black balls. So what is N of A? One white ball is to be selected from 6 white balls. Correct. So ये हो जाएगा 6C1 and means multiplication. 2 black balls are to be selected from 5 black balls. That is 5C2. Okay. So N of A is 6C1 into 5C2. So what is probability? Probability of A is 6C1 into 5C2 divided by 11C3. Okay. So this is the required probability. Okay. Question number 3 is similar to the previous one. आपको नहीं मिला क्या नोट्स में, नोट्स कॉलम में?
No, sir. We didn't get any notes column में किसमें?
नहीं, वहाँ पे एक ऐसे
सर फाइल्स में तो नहीं है, फाइल्स में नहीं है सर, आप फाइल्स में डालते हैं.
नोट्स टैब है ना, नोट्स टैब ऊपर चैनल के सामने आता है ना, पोस्ट फाइल एंड उसके बाद
नोट्स. हाँ, यहाँ पे मतलब और कोई टैब नहीं एडेड है यहाँ पे. अगर होता तो यहाँ पे दिखा रहा है.
मोर में चेक करो, वहाँ पे नोट्स टैब होगा.
उधर लिखा है नो टैब्स. व्हेन मोर टैब्स आर एडेड दे विल शो अप हियर. तो नहीं मिला सर.
सर वहाँ पे नो डेटा फाउंड बोल रहा है मोर में.
नहीं, आप डिसीजन साइंस चैनल में हो क्या?
यस
यस.
ओके, ठीक है.
आपने जनरल में डाला है क्या सर?
नहीं, जनरल में नहीं है, मैंने इसमें डाला है, डिसीजन साइंस में ही डाला. ठीक है. आई डोंट नो वेदर it will be visible to you or not, because in my login I can see that particular tab. Okay, anyway.
Does this anything have to anything with making us attendees or something? Just a question.
That need to be checked.
Okay.
ठीक है. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन मैं डिक्टेट करता हूँ, जस्ट ओरली सॉल्व करेंगे. A committee of 5 is to be selected from a group of 6 men and 9 women. Six men and 9 women. if the selection is made randomly, if the selection is made randomly, what is the probability that the committee consists of 3 men and 2 women? Okay. सिमिलर क्वेश्चन है. यहाँ पे कमिटी सिलेक्ट करनी है, राइट?
Can you repeat the question? Hello?
A committee of 5 is to be selected from a group of 6 men and 9 women. Okay. So we have group of 15 persons, right? 6 plus 9.
C5 हो जाएगा. 15C5.
So n of omega would be 15C5. Experiment क्या है? Committee form करनी है. To form a committee, we have to select 5 people out of 15. If the selection is made randomly, so this random selection assures that your sample space will be equiprobable sample space. Okay. Then the event is committee must include 3 men and 2 women. 63 into 9C2. Okay. ठीक है, you can do. Okay. एक थोड़ा सा डिफरेंट क्वेश्चन लेते हैं.
सर इस पे कैलकुलेशन करने की जरूरत नहीं है क्या?
नहीं, अगर कैलकुलेशन किया तो अच्छी बात है, नहीं किया तो भी चलेगा. You can write answer in this format only. 61 into 5C2 divided by like that. अगर कैलकुलेशन किया it is well and good, otherwise this is also acceptable. Okay. Next question. 3 books of accountancy and 2 books of statistics are arranged on a shelf. Find the probability that 2 statistics books are side by side. And second question, 2 statistics books are not side by side. यहाँ पे दो क्वेश्चन है यहाँ पे. इनफैक्ट फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज 2 statistics books are side by side, and second 2 statistics books are not side by side. Yes, एक्सपेरिमेंट क्या होगा?
5C5 है.
कैसे? Read question carefully.
3 books of accountancy and 2 books of statistics are arranged on a shelf. That is the experiment.
Correct. Means total 5 books are to be arranged.
5C तो रहेगा.
Okay. कोई और आंसर?
Is it 5C5 into 5C4 into 5C3? Because when you arrange, it's permutation combination.
करेक्ट, ये परम्यूटेशन होगा यहाँ पे, बिकॉज कॉम्बिनेशन मतलब सिलेक्शन.
हाँ सॉरी,
ठीक है.
कॉम्बिनेशन हो गया.
So here we want to arrange 5 books on a shelf. मतलब this is a linear arrangement. So number of ways to arrange 5 books is 5p4. All 5 books are to be arranged. ऐसा नहीं है कि 5 में से 3 arrange कर रही है, 2 arrange कर रहे हैं. All 5 books are to be arranged. So n of omega is 5p5 or it is equal to 5 factorial. Okay. और अगर फॉर्मूला आपको पता नहीं है कैसे कर सकते हैं? Using combination formula also you can do. See, suppose that these are 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 positions, right? Now if you want to arrange these 5 books on 5 positions, तो कैसे कर सकते हैं? Suppose that positions initially are empty. Okay, fill these positions by books. तो यहाँ पे एक बुक डालूंगा मैं. How many choices I have? 5 choices for to fill this position, right? जैसे 5C1, sorry, हाँ 5C. Now how many books are left with?
4.
So this position can be filled in 4 ways. This can be filled in 3 ways. This can be filled in 2 ways. This can be filled in only 1 way. Okay. Now here I want to arrange all 5 books. Okay. So I have to fill all 5 positions. Okay. ऐसा नहीं कि यहाँ पे और चलेगा. मैंने पहला भर दिया, दूसरा एम्प्टी कर दिया, फर्स्ट और सेकेंड और थर्ड और फोर्थ और फिफ्थ. ऐसा नहीं है यहाँ पे. I have to arrange all 5 books. So I'll arrange 1 book at first position and then I'll arrange 1 book at second and then third and then fourth and then fifth position, right? So here we have to apply multiplication. So number of ways to arrange the books is 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. That is nothing but the 5 factorial. Okay, ऐसे भी आप कर सकते हो या फिर डायरेक्ट आप फॉर्मूला अप्लाई करो. So number of ways to arrange, तो ऐसा सेंटेंस लिखो. Here the experiment is to arrange 5 books on a shelf. Therefore n of omega equals to 5p5 or it's 5 factorial. Okay. अब पहला क्वेश्चन क्या है? ओके, सपोज बुक्स मेरे पास ऐसे है A1, A2, A3. These are 3 account books and S1, S2. These are 2 statistics books. ओके, अब मुझे क्या करना है? फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन में
साइड बाय साइड अगर आ रहा है कि नहीं स्टैटिस्टिक्स बुक्स, लाइक राइट नाउ अभी आ रहा है, so हमने व्हाट इज प्रोबेबिलिटी?
हाँ, इस पर्टिकुलर अरेंजमेंट में आ रहा है, राइट? So how you can ensure that 2 statistics books are side by side?
उनको एक पकड़ना है, राइट?
हाँ, इनको क्या करेंगे हम? Will consider these 2 or set of 2 statistics books as a single book. Okay, so how many books now I have? 1, 2, 3 and 4. Correct? Logic समझ में आ गया यहाँ पे? Here I want 2 statistics books should occupy adjacent positions, right? So to ensure this, what I'll do, I'll simply club both the statistics books and consider it as a single book, right? Now I have 4 books. Now these 4 books can be arranged in 4 factorial ways. Okay. Now यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? In this case, among the 2 positions occupied by statistics book, first position is occupied by S1 and second is S2. But इसमें उल्टा भी चलेगा ना? S2 S1 भी चलेगा, right? इसका मतलब क्या है? ये 2 statistics books can be arranged internally among themselves in 2 different ways. Okay, so the number of ways is 4 factorial into, in fact it is 2 factorial, because internal arrangement of 2 objects can be done in 2 factorial different ways. Okay, so here n of e would be 4 factorial into 2 factorial. लॉजिक समझ में आ गया यहाँ पे?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, अगर मुझे दोनों बुक कंबाइन करने हैं, मतलब दे शुड ऑक्यूपाई एडजेसेंट पोजीशंस, सो आई विल क्लब दोस टू बुक्स. फर्दर, टू बुक्स कैन बी अरेंज्ड इंटरनली इन 2 फैक्टोरियल वेज. सो यहाँ पे मल्टीप्लिकेशन लगेगा 2 फैक्टोरियल. ओके, ये तो हो गया पहला क्वेश्चन. सेकेंड, ओके, एक क्या बोलते हैं, 5 फैक्टोरियल इज नथिंग बट 120. ओके, एंड ये कितना आएगा? 4 फैक्टोरियल इज 24 टू द 48. Okay, so in total we have 120 different arrangements, right? Now out of 120 arrangements, 40 and 48 arrangements are such arrangements in which 2 statistics books are together. Okay, इसका मतलब क्या है? बाकी जो बचे हैं, how many are left? 72. तो 72 बुक अरेंजमेंट ऐसा है जिसमें स्टैटिस्टिक्स बुक्स एडजेसेंट नहीं है. See, this method is called as a complement method. Okay. Now, in case of second question, it is difficult to find the number of arrangements in which 2 statistics books are not adjacent. Okay. So what we'll do, we know total number of arrangements. Now, from this, we'll subtract the number of arrangements in which 2 statistics books are adjacent. Okay. So if I denote B as the event that 2 statistics books are not on the adjacent shelf. Okay, so n of B क्या होगा? Is n of omega minus n of A, because actually these two are A and B are complements of each other. Okay, लॉजिक यहाँ पे सिंपल है. सपोज क्लास में 60 स्टूडेंट है टोटल. Let's suppose that in a class there are 60 students, out of which only 2 are girls. Okay, so what does it mean? 58 are boys, correct? So same logic यहाँ पे है. Total number of arrangements 120, out of which 48 arrangements are the arrangements in which 2 statistics books are together. Okay, so इसका complement मतलब 120 minus 48, that is equals to 72. Okay, so 72 is the number of arrangements in which 2 statistics books are not together. Okay, so once this figures are known to you, you can easily find probability. So what is probability of A? It's 48 divided by 120. Probability of B is 72 divided by 120. Okay. Here बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस है यहाँ पे.
So I just want to ask you, sir.
हाँ ये
Sir, ये ऐसे सम्स बेसिक सम्स आने वाले सर इसके?
आ भी सकते हैं, इसलिए मैं ज्यादा यहाँ पे चांसेस बहुत कम है ऐसे बेसिक सम्स के. थोड़ा सा एडवांस टॉपिक आएंगे लाइक कंडीशनल प्रोबेबिलिटी. फिर भी एक दो हम क्वेश्चन लेके यहाँ पे मैं आई स्टॉप. आई शेयर नोट्स विथ यू इन द चैनल इटसेल्फ. टुडे ओनली आई शेयर. आप थोड़ा प्रैक्टिस कर लो, उसमें बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस मैंने दिए, यू कैन प्रैक्टिस देम. ओके, सिर्फ डिफरेंट टाइप्स के मैं यहाँ पे कवर करने की कोशिश करूंगा सो दैट यू कैन सॉल्व रिमेनिंग क्वेश्चंस. ओके
ओके
एक और क्वेश्चन.
कल का रिकॉर्डिंग आपने डाला नहीं क्या सर? बिकॉज़ आई मिस्ड द फर्स्ट हाफ एन आवर यस्टरडे. सो मैं
अच्छा, हाँ नहीं, वो क्या होता है, रिकॉर्डिंग थोड़ा लेट आता है ना. आज आ गया होगा अभी. आई पुट यस्टरडे रिकॉर्डिंग.
थैंक यू.
ओके, एक और एग्जांपल ट्राई करते हैं. द लेटर ऑफ द वर्ड सेमिनार are arranged at random.
Sir, can you please repeat?
The letters of the word seminar are arranged at random. Okay. Find the probability that the vowels may occupy the even places. Vowels may occupy the even places. Okay. Word क्या है?
7p7, right?
हाँ.
And omega will be 7p7.
How come 77?
Because 7 letters.
No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Total 7 letters we have in the word seminar. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay. So this is first position, second position, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh position. Okay. तो experiment क्या है यहाँ पे?
Arrangement of words.
हाँ,
At random.
arrangement of letters, not word. Arrangement of
Sorry.
letters in the word seminar. Okay.
Yes.
Now in seminar there are 7 letters, and 7 letters are to be arranged on 7 positions. So n of omega क्या होगा? 7p7, that is 7 factorial. Okay. अब 7 factorial बहुत बड़ा हो जाएगा, because 5 factorial is 120, then 120 into 7 is 720, then 720 into 7 is 4900 के ऊपर जाएगा. Okay. Fine. In fact 50,000 के ऊपर जाएगा. 720 into 7, 0, 7 2s are 14, 4, 7 14 and 50, 5020, 40, 5040. ठीक है. 7 factorial okay है. हाँ. अब find out क्या करना है? We want to find probability that vowels occupy
the even place.
even places. Now here we have 3 vowels.
Three vowels.
हाँ. Okay. 3 vowels है, and 3 vowels are to be arranged on 1, 2, and 3 positions. Correct?
Yes, sir.
हाँ. So कैसे करोगे? N of A क्या होगा? So to ensure that vowels occupy even places, what we'll do, first we'll arrange these 3 vowels on these 3 positions. Okay. So for 3 vowels, we have 3 positions, right? So these 3 vowels on these 3 positions can be arranged in 3 factorial ways. Okay. ये समझ में आ गया? 3 vowels I have arranged on these 3 positions, and then मतलब multiplication, and then I'll arrange remaining letters. Okay, remaining 4 letters on remaining 4 positions. ये हो जाएगा 4 factorial. Okay. Got it? Now इसमें थोड़ा सा मैं एक और ट्विस्ट डाल देता हूँ. सपोज वॉवेल के जगह पे ऐसा क्वेश्चन होता, A and E should occupy even places. तो क्या होता? A and E should occupy even places. Yes.
2 factor अपन
One.
3 factorial हो जाएगा ना?
कैसे? 2 factorial. No, now we have 3 even places and only 2 letters. 2 letters are to arranged on 3 places.
3C2.
मतलब
3C2.
P2 arrangement है ना?
Ah, yes, sorry.
Permutation. Arrangement means permutation. तो 3P2 होगा 3P2 into. ओके, सपोज मैंने ये चूज किया, यहाँ पे A आ गया और यहाँ पे I आ गया. A and I occupy second and fourth position. अब क्या बचा है? Now 5 positions are left with me and 5 letters are to be arranged on those 5 positions. So into 5 factorial हो जाएगा, right?
Yes.
कंसेप्ट समझ में आ रहा है? ठीक है. अभी तक हमने जितने भी अरेंजमेंट देखे थे उसमें क्या था? नंबर ऑफ पोजीशंस एंड नंबर ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट्स वेर सेम. इस क्वेश्चन में क्या है? 3 positions and 2 letters. 2 letters are to be arranged on 3 different positions. Okay, so there will be 3P2 different arrangements possible. And once arrangement of letter A and I are done, what we'll do? We'll arrange remaining letters. How many letters are remained? 5. So we'll arrange those 5 letters on remaining 5 positions, which can be done in 5 factorial different ways. So the total number of ways would be 3P2 into 5 factorial. Okay. So you can easily find the probability, right? Okay, now let's move to second definition because इसके ऊपर बहुत rarely questions आते हैं. Let's move to second definition of probability called as probability model. Okay, or this is also called as probability assignment approach. Probability assignment approach. Fine. Now, according to classical definition, probability of A is given by n of A divided by n of omega, right? This is according to classical definition. Now, one of the limitation of the classical definition is omega has to be an equiprobable sample space. Then only this definition works. Also, if n of omega, if number of elements or number of sample points in a sample space is infinite, then denominator will be infinite for any event. Okay, and if denominator is infinite, then this ratio will be 0 for any event. So the classical definition fell in this case as well, right? If your sample space is infinite sample space, then classical definition fails. Okay, now to overcome the first limitation of classical definition, that is, if sample space is not equiprobable, we use the probability model. Okay.
So
now in probability,
I'm sorry to interrupt. Equiprobable means
equiprobable. Actually, कल हमने discuss किया था. Say, if all sample points, basically sample point means what? Set of all possible outcomes of an experiment. जैसे tossing of a coin toss किया तो हम outcome क्या है? Head आ सकता है, tail आ सकता है. Okay. Now किसी केस में क्या होता है? Coin जो होता है वो fair नहीं होता है. If we talk about the fair coin, then there are equal chances of getting head as well as tail, right? 50% chances are there of getting head, 50% chances of getting tail. So this type of sample space is called as equiprobable sample space. सभी outcome के chances same है. Okay. जैसे शोले में आपने देखा होगा, उसमें जो coin था वो क्या है? दोनों साइड में हेड है, मतलब 100% चांस है हेड आने के एंड 0% चांसेस आर देयर ऑफ गेटिंग टेल. Okay, so in that case your sample space is not equiprobable. Fine. Similarly, आप डाइस रोल करते हो, जब आपने ल्यूडो खेला होगा या स्नेक्स एंड लेडर खेला होगा बचपन में, okay? वो डाइस कैसे होता है? इट इज अ परफेक्ट क्यूब. All 6 faces are identical. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. These are the outcomes. And सबके chances कैसे होते हैं? Same होते हैं chances. Okay. Whereas instead of a cube, if I use matchbox and matchbox के 6 faces के ऊपर मैं numbers डालता हूँ 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then जो upper face है, upper and bottom of the matchbox, उसके chances सबसे ज्यादा होते हैं आने के, right? Whereas जो साइड में जहाँ पे हम वो रब करते हैं स्टिक, मैच स्टिक, उसके चांसेस कंपैरेटिवली थोड़े ज्यादा रहेंगे दूसरे दो साइड से, राइट? सो हियर द चांसेस ऑफ अकरेंस ऑफ द नंबर्स 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 आर नॉट सेम. सो सैंपल स्पेस कैसे हो गया? इक्विप्रोबेबल नहीं है इस केस में, राइट? सो the basic assumption of classical definition of probability is the sample space should be equiprobable. Okay, so if sample space is equiprobable, then only we can apply classical definition. If not, we'll apply probability model. Okay, suppose matchbox ऐसा है आपका, okay. Numbers 1 यहाँ पे है, 2, 3, इस साइड पे 4 है, बैक साइड पे है सपोज 5 एंड बॉटम में है 6, right? Fine. Now here, obviously the chances of occurrence of these two is high. Let us suppose that the chances of occurrence of 1 is 30%, that of 6 is also say 30%. Okay. अब ये थोड़ी सी बिगर साइज है, यहाँ पे आपकी फॉस्फोरस लगा हुआ है जहाँ पे हम रब करते हैं 2 and 5, right? So let us suppose that chances of getting 2 and 5 are 2 के है chances से 15%, 5 के भी है 15%. Okay, तो कितना हो गया ये? 60, 30, 90. Okay, 90 and 4 and 3 के chances है 5% and 5%. Okay, so actually मैंने यहाँ पे क्या किया है? I have assigned the probabilities of probability of occurrence of event of sample point 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. मतलब what is P of A? P of 1? Probability of 1, 30% chances है. Means what? See, basically the percentage and probability are one and the same. सिर्फ representation अलग है, because basically both probability and percentage represent fraction, right? The only difference is in probability the denominator is 1, whereas in percentage the denominator is 100. Okay, 30% chances है, मतलब probability कितनी हो गई? 0.3. Okay, which is same as probability of 6. Probability of 2 कितनी हो गई? 0.15, which is same as probability of 5. Probability of 3 and probability of 4 is same, that is 0.05. Okay, so in this experiment, if we use this dice, okay, a cuboidal shaped dice, then outcome हो गए मेरे 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now for 1 I have assigned 0.3. For 2 I have assigned probability of 0.15. 3 के लिए भी 3 के लिए क्या है? 0.4, 0.05, 0.05, 5, 0.15 and 0.3. Okay, so here I have assigned some probabilities to every individual sample point. Okay. Now, if you look at this probability, I'll give this. Now, if we look at these probabilities, we'll find that the value of each probability is positive and less than 1. It is greater than equal to 0 and less than equal to 1. Fine. Further, the sum of all probabilities, kitni hogi? If I take total of this, the total would be summation of pi equals to 1. Okay. So here, actually, I have created a probability model for this particular experiment. Okay. Now, while creating a probability model, I have assigned probabilities to the outcomes of random experiment. Okay. That is why this is also called as probability assignment approach. Okay. So for each outcome, what we used to do, we used to assign some probability. Okay. And the value of probability, because value of probability always lies between 0 and 1. So the values of assigned probabilities must be greater than or equal to 0 and less than equal to 1. Right? Concept समझ में आ गया? What is probability assignment approach? Now let's move to the definition of this. Okay. Now, suppose omega is a finite sample space. Okay. Again, this is limitation of probability assignment approach. This definition is applicable only if omega is a finite sample space. दो limitations थे classical definition के, equiprobable sample space and finite, out of which the first limitation is removed while defining the probability model. Okay. Now, if omega is a finite sample space containing sample points, say omega 1, omega 2, omega n. Okay. Suppose there are n sample points. Okay. Then we assign a real valued function p. Omega, it is a real valued function p such that p of omega I is greater than 0. Okay. This is the first condition. See, probability is always non-negative. Okay, it may be 0. Probability of any particular outcome may be 0, but it cannot be negative. So the first condition it should satisfy is probability of omega I is greater than equal to 0, and second condition, total probability I varies from 1 to n. I equals to 1 to n. This total must be equal to 1. Okay. So any real valued function p from omega to r satisfying these two conditions, it's called as probability model. Okay. Now, suppose I want to find probability of event A. Okay. Suppose event A में क्या है? Omega 1 and omega 2. Only two elements हैं. Right. So what is probability of occurrence of event A? इसकी occurrence क्या होगी? 2 factorial नहीं. See here, it is equal to probability of omega 1 plus probability of omega 2. Okay. Example से हम discuss करते हैं. Dice वाला example. Right. See यहाँ पे event की probability क्या होगी? See, when we say that event A will occur if outcome is either omega 1 or omega 2. दोनों में से कोई और है ना यहाँ पे. So probability of omega 1 is this. Okay. And probability of omega 2 is this. Okay. Now we'll say that event A occurs if omega outcome is either omega 1 and this occur with probability p of omega 1, or matlab addition, right? Or outcome is omega 2, right? So the probability of occurrence of event A is p of omega 1 plus p of omega 2. Probability of omega 1 plus probability of omega 2, right? आपको definition कोई पूछेगा नहीं, to write the definition, but you have to use this definition to find probabilities of any event. Okay, say for example, if you have the sample space like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, जो अभी हमने किया था, right? Where probability of A is 0.3 और क्या था हमने 6 का लिया था ना? Probability of 6 is 0.3. 2 and 4 के लिए हमने लिया था 0.15, 0.15 and 3 के लिए 0.5, sorry 0.05. Okay. Now, if I bet on even number, okay, so what is event A? मतलब अगर outcome even number होगा, then I'll win the bet. Okay, so what will be event A? Event A is set of favorable outcomes. So in this case, the outcomes 2, 4, and 6 are favorable to me. Okay. Now, what is the percentage or chances of my winning? So, probability of event A equals to probability of 2 plus probability of 4 plus probability of 6. Okay. So, that is equal to 0.15 plus 0.15 plus 0.3. That is equal to 0.6. Okay. So chances of my winning are 0.6. Okay, or 60% chances. Got it? Comparatively simple है ये definition. Let's solve examples. A few more examples. Okay. Question लिख लो. 3 girls and 4 boys. 3 girls and 4 boys take part in an Antakshari competition. Take part in an Antakshari competition. Those of same gender have equal probabilities of winning. Have equal probabilities of winning the competition. Okay. But each girl is twice as likely to win. Each girl is twice as likely to win as any boy. As any boy. And the question is, find the probability that a boy wins the competition. Boy wins the competition. Okay. Now, in this question, we have to build a probability model. Okay. Now, यहाँ पे sample space क्या होगा? That we need to first define sample space. क्या है दिया है? 3 girls and 4 boys take part. Okay. Suppose girls are G1, G2, G3, and 4 boys, say B1, B2, B3, and B4. Okay. Now 7 people or 7 children take part in the competition. Okay. Now winner of the competition कोई भी हो सकता है. He may be a girl. He may be G1. The winner may be girl 1 or girl 2 or girl 3 or first boy, second boy, third boy, fourth boy. Okay. We are actually interested in finding the winner of the competition. So sample space क्या होगा? set of all possible winners. Correct? So winner may be G1 or G2 or G3. Okay. So this is your sample space. Okay. और क्या दिया है यहाँ पे information?
That a girl can win twice as likely.
Correct. So chances of winning of a girl is double than that of any boy. Okay. One more important information is given over here is those of same sex have equal probabilities of winning. Okay. मतलब क्या है? Probability that girl G1 wins the competition is same as that of G2 is same as that of G3. But this is given P of G1 is same as P of G2 is same as P of G3. Correct. Similarly, probability of B1 is same as probability of B2 is same as probability of B3 is same as probability of B4. Okay. But this probability is half of this probability or उल्टा बोल सकते हैं P of probability of G1 is 2 times probability of B1. Okay. So if we assume that this probability is X, okay, so ये probability क्या होनी चाहिए? This must be 2x, correct? Fine. So probability of B1 is X, probability of B2 is X, B3 is X, B4 is X, and probability of G1 equal to probability of G2 equal to probability of G3 is equal to 2x. Okay. Now, because I want to build a probability model, so the total probability must be 1. मतलब क्या है? Summation of P of omega I should be 1. That is equal to, therefore, P of G1 plus P of G2 plus P of G3, that is 2x plus 2x plus 2x. Okay, ये क्या हो गया? G1, G2, G3 की probabilities plus probabilities of B1, B2, B3, B4. That is x plus x plus x plus x, and this total must be equal to 1. Right? So कितना हो गया? 10x equal to 1. So x equal to 1 by 10. Right? समझ में आ गया? So मतलब गर्ल की प्रोबेबिलिटी कितनी है? प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ G1
0.2.
yes 2x मतलब 2 by 10 और 0.2. Probability of G2 is 0.2, probability of G3 is 0.2, then 0.1, 0.1, 0.1, then 0.1. Okay. अब find out क्या करना है मुझे? Here I want to find the probability that boy wins the competition. Okay. Shall I erase this? ये हो गया ना? So event क्या है? Event से A. Boy wins the competition मतलब B1 favorable outcomes क्या होंगे? B1, B2, B3 and B4. Right? So what is probability of event A then? Probability of B1 plus probability of B2 plus probability of B3 plus probability of B4. Okay. That is equal to 1 by 10 plus 1 by 10 plus 1 by 10 plus 1 by 10, that is equal to 0.4. Okay, or 4 by 10. See, इसमें और example दिया है, that also you check. Okay, now quickly we'll move to third definition of probability, that is axiomatic approach. Axiomatic or modern approach.
Sir,
हाँ
excuse me.
हाँ yes बोलो.
Where to apply which formula? ये प्रॉब्लम है. अभी कैसे फाइंड आउट करें कि यहाँ पे डेफिनेशन 2 अप्लाई होगी या डेफिनेशन 3 अप्लाई होगी या डेफिनेशन 1
Yes,
अप्लाई होगा?
yes. Good question. डेफिनेशन 1 कब अप्लाई होती है? इफ सैंपल स्पेस इज इक्विप्रोबेबल। ओके, अगर आपको क्वेश्चन में ऐसा है, फॉर एग्जांपल प्लेइंग कार्ड्स का एग्जांपल है। ओके, इफ कार्ड्स आर ड्रॉन रैंडमली फ्रॉम अ वेल शफल्ड पैक ऑफ 52 प्लेइंग कार्ड्स। ओके, अब हमने क्या किया है, प्लेइंग कार्ड्स को अच्छे से शफल कर लिया है एंड कार्ड्स आर ड्रॉन रैंडमली, मतलब बिना देखे चूज किए हमने। तो सबके चांसेस क्या है, कौन सा भी कार्ड लेने के, वेदर इट इज एस ऑफ हार्ट्स और किंग ऑफ डायमंड्स, कोई भी कार्ड सिलेक्शन के लिए चांसेस कितने हैं, सेम है, करेक्ट? या फिर अगर क्वेश्चन आता है अ फेयर कॉइन इज टॉस्ड, ओके, 2 फेयर कॉइन्स आर टॉस्ड, 3 फेयर कॉइन्स आर टॉस्ड, और अनबायस्ड डाइस इज रोल्ड, बायस नहीं है, बायस आता है, इसका मतलब क्या है कि चांसेस ऑफ ऑकरेंस आर डिफरेंट, दे आर नॉट इक्विप्रोबेबल, राइट? सो उस केस में आपका फर्स्ट डेफिनेशन चल जाएगा। लेकिन अगर आपके प्रोबेबिलिटीज अलग अलग है, probabilities of occurrence of any particular outcome is different than the other one, then आपका sample space equiprobable नहीं है। So in that case you cannot apply your first definition, classical definition आपकी apply नहीं होगी। So in that case you have to apply second definition, right? And third definition तो सबके लिए applicable है, right? It is called as axiomatic approach. Okay, axiom मतलब क्या होता है? हाँ, कोई डाउट है?
नहीं सर, बस यही था कि कहाँ पे कौन सा अप्लाई करना है, ये डिफरेंशिएट होना
आपको
चाहिए।
जजमेंट लेना है, आपको क्वेश्चन में देखो पता चल जाएगा। कार्ड्स आर ड्रॉन रैंडमली, रैंडम सिलेक्शन मतलब प्रोबेबिलिटी होती है, वहां पे इक्वल प्रोबेबिलिटी होती है, राइट? एंड दैट टू हम क्या कर रहे हैं, वेल शेफल्ड पैक ले रहे हैं। तो जैसे गैम्बलर करते हैं ना, खुद के पास 3 एसेस निकाल लेते, राइट? तो वो क्या हो गया, इट इज बायस्ड सिलेक्शन। ओके, वो खुद के लिए अच्छे कार्ड्स लेके अपोनेंट को खराब कार्ड देंगे ना, तो वो हो गया बायस। हाँ, बायस सिलेक्शन। अभी हम यहाँ पे कैसे कर रहे हैं, रैंडम सिलेक्शन कर रहे हैं। तो रैंडम सिलेक्शन एश्योर्स इक्विप्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ सैंपल स्पेस, राइट? सिमिलरली हम क्या करें, बाउल का एग्जांपल लिया था हमने, बॉल्स मिक्स कर दिए एंड बिना देखे हम बॉल्स निकाल रहे। हाँ, अगर देख के हम निकाल रहे, इसलिए वहां पे वर्ड आता है ना रैंडम सिलेक्शन। अगर हम बॉल देख के अगर चुन रहे तो प्रोबेबिलिटी 100% आनी है, क्योंकि जो फेवरेबल है, देखो अगर मैंने बेट किया कि 1 आना चाहिए, ओके, और सपोज बॉल बाउल में आपके अलग अलग कलर के बॉल्स है, ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट, ओके, एंड मैं बेट कर रहा हूँ ब्लैक बॉल निकलेगा एंड मैं खुद ही निकाल रहा हूँ बॉल, वो भी देख के, ओके। अगर विदाउट सीइंग the color of the ball, if I am drawing the ball, it will be a random selection. तो उस केस में प्रोबेबिलिटी सबकी सेम होगी। अगर मैं देख के निकाल रहा हूँ तो ऑब्वियसली अगर मैं ब्लैक पे बेट कर रहा हूँ तो आई विल चूज ब्लैक बॉल, तो उस केस में ब्लैक बॉल आने के चांसेस ऑब्वियसली ज्यादा होंगे देन दैट ऑफ व्हाइट बॉल, राइट? सो आपको जजमेंट लेना है कि वेदर सैंपल स्पेस इज इक्विप्रोबेबल और नॉट। अगर इक्विप्रोबेबल है then we can go for the first definition. Again, in both the definitions sample space should be finite sample space, then only you can apply first and second definition. अगर sample space infinite है तो क्या होगा, your first definition as well as second definition fails. Okay, now in
Sir, I had one
in
question,
modern
sir. So
बोलो
अगर equiprobable है, even if it's equiprobable, okay, can we use the second method जो अभी हमने किया था?
हाँ, कर सकते हैं ना, मतलब इस केस में क्या होगा,
नहीं, एज एन एग्जाम में कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं हो जाएगा, राइट?
नहीं नहीं, कुछ नहीं होगा। हाँ, तो फॉर एग्जांपल इफ रोलिंग ऑफ अ डाइस, ओके, इफ सैंपल स्पेस इज इक्विप्रोबेबल, मतलब सबकी प्रोबेबिलिटी क्या होगी, प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ 1 इक्वल्स टू प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ 2 इक्वल्स टू प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ 6 इक्वल टू 1/6, करेक्ट? सबकी प्रोबेबिलिटी 1/6 होगी। सो सपोज मेरा इवेंट है अभी 1 and 2, राइट? सो प्रोबेबिलिटी क्या होगी, प्रोबेबिलिटी ऑफ A is 1/6 plus 1/6 which is equal to 2/6, ओके, अब फर्स्ट डेफिनेशन से भी यही आंसर आएगा. n of a is 2, n of omega is 6. So probability of a is 2/6, right? दोनों में आंसर सेम आ गया, right? So अगर इक्वी प्रोबेबल है then you can apply both the definition, but फिर यहाँ पे
Yeah,
आपको
but-
clearly define करना पड़ेगा.
But I'm just asking because exam में कुछ ये नहीं होता, right? I can still solve it.
हाँ.
At the end,
Any-
answer matters.
हाँ, answer important, right? Okay. Now axiomatic approach or modern approach, it is based on 3 axioms related with the probability theory. Okay. Now what do you mean by axiom? आपने हाई स्कूल में ये वर्ड पढ़ा होगा. You must have encountered this word called axiom. Okay. Axiom होते हैं, theorem होते हैं, lemmas होते हैं. Okay. तो lemmas and theorems ये क्या होते हैं basically? और लेमा मीन्स इट इज अ डिराइव्ड. हम वो रिजल्ट को डिराइव करते विथ सम मैथमेटिकल इक्वेशंस और मैथमेटिकल टर्म्स. ओके, theorems are derived with the help of some lemmas. Okay, and axiom, basically axiom, lemma and theorem, इनमें बहुत माइनर डिफरेंस है. axiom मतलब क्या है? इट इज accepted truth. Okay, there is no mathematical proof for these results. Okay, वो हम assume करके चलते. For example, जैसे एक बहुत फेमस axiom हम यूज करते हैं since we were in the primary school or maybe high school. Okay, that there is one and only one line passing through given 2 points. Okay, 2 point दिए, so then you can draw only one line passing through these 2 points. Okay, ये हम axiom बचपन से यूज करते हैं. ओके, वी यूज दिस रिजल्ट सिंस हाई स्कूल, बट देयर इज नो मैथमेटिकल प्रूफ फॉर दिस रिजल्ट. एक्सपीरियंस से कुछ साइंटिस्ट ने कुछ रिजल्ट हमने एज्यूम किए, एंड इनफैक्ट एंटायर अलजेब्रा और एंटायर कैलकुलस इज बेस्ड ऑन सम बेसिक assumptions. ओके, those assumptions are called as axioms. So उन axiom का, जैसे यूक्लिडियन ज्योमेट्री, यूक्लिड इज नेम ऑफ मैथमेटिशियन, ही हैज डेवलप्ड यूक्लिडियन ज्योमेट्री. पूरी यूक्लिडियन ज्योमेट्री 5 बेसिक एक्सियम के ऊपर डेवलप हुआ है. सो ऑन दोस 5 बेसिक असम्पशंस वो हम ट्रू, वो रिजल्ट ट्रू है ऐसा मान के हम पूरी थ्योरी डेवलप किया है. ओके, दैट इज, दोस आर कॉल्ड एज एक्सियम्स. ओके, सिमिलरली द प्रोबेबिलिटी थ्योरी इज developed on the basis of 3 basic axioms. Okay, now if omega is any sample space, okay, or is a sample space concerning to any experiment, let it be a finite sample space, let it be an equiprobable sample space, or non-equiprobable sample space, or infinite. Suppose that omega is any sample space and A is any event. हेलो, कोई डाउट है? हेलो, am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible.
No issue. Okay.
No issue, sir. No issue.
Is not on mute.
Yes. हेलो, कोई इश्यू है क्या? Please let me know.
No, sir.
No. Okay. Now suppose that omega is any sample space. वो फाइनाइट हो सकता है, इनफाइनाइट हो सकता है, इक्विप्रोबेबल हो सकता है, इक्विप्रोबेबल नहीं भी हो सकता तो भी चलेगा. ओके, एंड A is any event. Okay, then the real valued function P from omega to R that satisfy axiom 1, that P of A, probability of A is always greater than equal to 0, is the first axiom. Second axiom, axiom 2, probability of sample space, okay, is nothing but the total probability and it should be 1. Okay, and third axiom, if A1, A2, etc., AN are mutually exclusive events. Exclusive event मतलब क्या होता है? Disjoint sets. Okay. कल हमने देखा था, yesterday we had discussed different types of events. Mutually exclusive event मतलब there is no element common between A1 and A2 or A1 and A3 or A1 and AN or A2, A3, etc. Okay. कोई भी आप दो event ले लो, you will not find any element common in both the events. Such events are called as mutually exclusive events. Okay. The third axiom is if A1, A2, AN are mutually exclusive events, then probability of A1 union A2 union AN is same as probability of A1 plus probability of A2 plus probability of AN. Okay. So then the function P represent the probability of a sample space. Okay, probability function of a sample space. Okay, so here the any function, any real valued function P from omega to R satisfying these three axioms is called as a probability model. Okay, so here we have defined some, not defined, we have stated some axioms. Okay, so entire probability theory is based on three axioms, these three axioms. Okay, अब इसका मतलब, let me explain this concept with the help of one example. Third axiom, suppose जैसे हमने previously लिया था, omega is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, event A1 लेते हैं, event A1 is say 1, 3 and event A2 is 2, 5. Okay, now clearly events A1 and A2 are mutually disjoint. यहाँ पे कोई common element नहीं है, right? So, and what is union of A1 and A2? Union A1 union A2. A1 union A2 क्या होगी? Set 1, 2, 3.
1, 3, 5.
1, 2, 3, 5. Okay. And what is probability of A1 union A2 then? According to probability model, second definition, it will be P of 1 plus P of 2 plus P of 3 plus P of 4. Okay, let's call this as equation number 1. Now, what is probability of A1 plus probability of A2? Again, by second definition of probability. Probability of A1 is P of 1 plus P of 3. P of 1 plus P of 3 plus probability of A2 is P of 2 plus P of 5. Okay. So from 1 and 2, we can say that probability of A1 plus A2 equals to probability of A1 plus probability of A2. Okay. Now note that this condition is valid only if A1, A2 are mutually exclusive. अगर common element है तो ये work नहीं करेगा formula. See, third axiom क्या बोलता है? If A1, A2, AN are mutually exclusive, then probabilities of union equals to sum of probabilities. Right? So be careful. हर जगह पे ये apply नहीं होगा. Right? If sets are disjoint or events are exclusive, then only we can apply this formula. Probability of A1 union A2 equals to probability of A1 plus probability of A2. Okay. Now, as I said earlier, that entire probability theory is developed on the basis of three axioms, three basic axioms. Okay. So here I'll state some theorems of probabilities which are actually derived from these three axioms. Okay. इसका proof बहुत easy है, but again proof is beyond the scope of our syllabus, so I'll not give the derivation of the theorems, but यहाँ पे हम state करेंगे because we require these theorems while solving numericals based on probability theory. So first theorem, theorem 1 states that probability of A complement. Okay, say for example, if in a class of 60 students, 25 are girls. Okay, so what does it mean? 35 are boys. Okay, so if I select one student randomly, okay, and let us suppose that A represent event A represent a boy is selected. Okay, then what is probability of selection of a boy? Because I have 35 different choices for boy, and total we have 60. So probability of event A is 35 by 60, right? Now, what is A complement? मतलब selected student is not a boy. Complement मतलब उसका opposite, event A का opposite. Not a boy means selected student is a girl, right? So complement is denoted by P of A dash. Okay. Now I know that in total there are 60 students. Out of 60, 35 are girls. 35 are boys. It means that remaining 25 are girls. मतलब 60 minus 35 divided by 60, right? So this is equal to 60 upon 60 minus 35 upon 60. That is equal to 1 minus 35 upon 60 is nothing but probability of A. Okay, so probability of A complement is 1 minus probability of A. So this is the first theorem. Okay, probability of A complement equals to 1 minus probability of A. Got it? Then second theorem, probability of void event or impossible event क्या होने चाहिए? It should be 0. Impossible है ना? So chances of occurrence of event phi is 0. Fine. Then third is theorem number 2. Theorem number 3. Probability of any event is greater than 0 and less than 1. Okay. For any event A, probability is always lie between 0 and 1. Okay. And fourth theorem, an important theorem in fact, probability of A union B is equal to, okay, for any two events A union B is equal to probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. Okay, see third axiom क्या state करता है? Probability of A1 union A2 equal to probability of A1 plus probability of A2 provided that A1 and A2 are mutually exclusive. Okay, but if A and B are not exclusive, अगर exclusive है तो सिर्फ इतना होगा, probability of A1 union A2 equal to probability of A plus probability of B. But if they are not exclusive, okay, I'll explain the concept with the help of Venn diagram. Suppose this is a sample space omega and ये है आपका event A and this is event B. Okay, and this portion is A intersection B. Okay, now to calculate the probability of union, मतलब ये portion हमें calculate करना है, probability of this, right? तो क्या करेंगे हम? First we count or first we will find probability of event A. Okay, then we'll add probability of B. Okay, अब यहाँ पे क्या हुआ? The elements which are common in both are actually counted twice. Okay, जब मैंने A के element count किए तब भी मैंने इनको count किया. Similarly, while counting elements of B, I have counted these elements again. Okay, so but while finding the probability or when we take union of two sets, each element we write each element exactly once. Okay, मतलब ये जो एलिमेंट है कॉमन वो एक ही बार आने चाहिए, बट यहाँ पे while adding A and B the elements of the common elements are actually counted twice, दो बार काउंट हुए, that is why they have to subtracted once. Okay, इसलिए यहाँ पे माइनस A इंटरसेक्शन भी आ गया. So this is called as addition theorem. Addition theorem of probability. Okay, अब ये दो सेट्स के लिए similarly if we have three sets, okay, say A, then यहाँ पे आ गया B and third है C. Okay, so what will be the probability of A union B union C?
Probability A plus probability of B, C.
Probability of yes. Probability of A
Minus-
intersection intersection.
हाँ, माइनस
No.
हम इसको माइनस करेंगे. Okay, the elements which are common in A and B, that is probability of A intersection B. Similarly,
then B
we'll subtract
intersection C.
probability of A intersection C minus probability of B intersection C. Okay, अब यहाँ पे एक और प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट हो गया. See,
तीन बार हो गया.
the elements which are common in all three, तीनों में जो कॉमन है, right, they are included twice. एक दो तीन, तीनों बार इंक्लूड हो गए एंड तीन बार एक्सक्लूड हो गए. Okay, मतलब ये जो पोर्शन है अभी काउंट हुआ ही नहीं एक्चुअली, राइट? समझ में आ रहा है? तो यहाँ पे एलिमेंट जो है वो तीन बार काउंट हुआ जब मैंने A को इंक्लूड किया, B को इंक्लूड किया, C को इंक्लूड किया. सो इट इज इंक्लूडेड थ्राइस एंड इट इज सबट्रैक्टेड थ्राइस. A एंड B में एक बार था, वो एक बार माइनस हो गया. B एंड C में एक बार था, अगेन माइनस हो गया. A एंड C में एक बार था, वो माइनस हो गया. ओके, सो द एलिमेंट्स व्हिच आर कॉमन इन ऑल थ्री आर included three times, excluded three times, but they should be included exactly once. So हम क्या करेंगे यहाँ पे, फिर ऐड करेंगे A intersection B intersection C. Okay, so this is addition theorem for three events. Got it? Similarly, अगर चार इवेंट है तो हम क्या करेंगे, P of A plus P of B plus P of C plus P of D minus P of A intersection B, A intersection C, A intersection D, then B intersection C, B intersection D and C intersection D. मतलब चार बार हम इंक्लूड करेंगे एंड फिर उसको 6 बार ऐड करेंगे, सॉरी सबट्रैक्ट करेंगे. देन अगेन वी हैव टू ऐड देम हाउ मेनी टाइम्स, A B C, then A B D, A C D and B C D. चार बार ऐड करेंगे एंड देन अगेन विल सबट्रैक्ट the number of elements which are common in all four, that is A intersection B intersection C intersection D. Okay, however इतना complicated example नहीं आएगा आपको, maximum 3 तक आ सकता है. So ये formula याद रखो, right? Addition theorem for 3 events. Okay, what time is it? Okay, it's 23. Okay, so एक काम करते हैं, tomorrow we'll solve examples based on this definition. Okay, and कल थोड़ा सा important topic भी cover करेंगे हम, conditional probability. Okay, so whatever we have discussed up till now is less important as far as the examination is concerned. मतलब questions इसके ऊपर rarely पूछे गए, but ये बेस था तो इसलिए I have devoted almost 2 lectures. Okay, because अगर ये understand नहीं हुआ तो आपको फिर आगे थोड़ा सा difficult जा सकता है. So that is why I have spent nearly 2 lectures for explaining the basic concepts. Okay, tomorrow we'll actually start with important topic. We'll solve examples based on this definition, and then we'll move to the important concept called as conditional probability. And if time permits, we'll also discuss Bayes theorem. Okay. Okay. So let's stop today. कोई doubt है तो पूछो, otherwise we'll stop.
सर वो सब लेक्चर रिकॉर्डिंग आप डाल दोगे, राइट? कुछ
हाँ हाँ, रिकॉर्डिंग डाल देता हूँ मैं।
sure.